Hey, my name's Jeremy with Debelpepper Wood Shop, and today I want to talk about sharpening hand planes. I'm not a huge Harbor Freight fan. They have really cheap Chinese tools, and I find that they're really only good for one-off projects that you only need a tool once, and it's enough to get the job done, but you may not ever use it again. But anyways, it was $10, so I couldn't resist, and I took it home and uh, used it, sort of, and it didn't work very well. As you would expect, $10 didn't buy you very much, at least with the plain knife that came with it. It seemed like it was decently sharp, so I sharpened it again with a hollow grind on my bench grinder and hit it with some Norton stones, wet stones, like a 220 grit, and then I hit it with I think it was 1,000 grit, and I did it by hand. And still, when I would use the plane, I would come across and it would chatter, just. So I put it away. Haven't thought about it, and this was probably a year and a half ago. So for Christmas, my wife got me the veritas sharpening guides. Okay, and you can go to the Lee Valley website, and they sell this. It's about $45, and what it is a roller guide that you put your plane knife inside, and then it has preset angles that you can set the guide to set at. So it starts at, I think, at 15 degrees, 20, 25, 30, and 35 degrees. So you can change the tilt or the depth, or I want to say the angle of the knife bevel, so to speak, and and change the type of planing that you want to do, if you want to do fine planing or really aggressive planing. So anyways, the experiment today is going to be trying to get my $10 number 33 hand plane sharp enough that it's actually usable. So that's kind of the experiment today. Okay, so I've set up my plane knife in the Veritas sharpening guide, and basically the way that we do this, like I said, is you have your preset angles, and you just take your knife and you lay it up against the angle, and then you hold it there, and you put your guide on there, and you screw it on. And what that guarantees is that when you lay down your knife to be sharpened, that the angle that it has with your sharpening stone is your preset angle. So 25, 15, whatever you prefer to sharpen that. I put mine to 25 degrees because that's kind of the in-between for me. I can do aggressive things with that, but I can also be less aggressive with it just by changing the angle that I have my block plane at with the wood. So anyways, and it's just as simple as this. So with any kind of sharpening that you do, it's good to get the back side there, just get her flat, make sure everything is as flat as it should be. I've been kind of doing it so you can already see across the sides here that I have sharpened, and I had already put this whetstone in the water. Maybe we can just kind of refresh it there, and it's pretty simple, just sit there, go like that. And what's really nice about this is that it has a roller cylinder underneath it, and so your guide is actually not scraping against your whetstone. And I'm starting on the 220 grit, so I'm just going to go across here like this. Just, even pressure. And that looks pretty good, actually. I don't know if you can see that, but I've already taken off quite a bit. And it's quite an aggressive grit right there. So it looks like I just need to keep going across. And so I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm going to move on to the 1,000 grit, which is this side. And next side here, knock down any of the 220 side burrs. It's looking pretty good. Hopefully you can see that. See how that's shining up real good? By the time I get to the 8,000 grit, it will come to a mirror finish. Okay, so I did the 8,000 grit, or I did the 1,000 and the 8,000 grit. And I'm pretty much done sharpening. Here, I'm going to see if I can get it to focus. You see that? See how that's pretty much a mirror finish? That, my friend, is how you sharpen a knife. I mean a hand plane knife. Or a razor, or a pocket knife. But that is going to be sharp. So, alright, let's put it in the plane. We'll give it a test swirl and see if the plane is worth $10. Okay, so I have placed the plane knife back in the 33 block plane, and I'm going to give her a whirl. Oh wow. I don't know if you can see this, but look at that. Wow, now that's some real curls right there. Wow, I am impressed with this. So, just by using the Veritas honing guide or sharpening guides, I am able to have a hand plane, a $10 hand plane from Harbor Freight for my actual tool shop. This is something I would use. It's behaving just as I would expect a block plane to behave. All for $10. Well, that's not true. I guess plus 45 for the guides, but after you have that, you could definitely buy some lower end or used hand planes and just get them sharp like they need to be. And wow, that is amazing. No chattering or anything. I just have to say, these are impressive curls. So there you have it. I'm quite impressed with this, and I think I'll use it. So apparently you can buy a $10 hand plane from Harbor Freight and just sharpen it really sharp, get it scary sharp with the Veritas honing guide and sharpening guide, and you got yourself a nice little plane. Anyways, I'm Jeremy with Developer Woodshop, and thank you for letting me show you and waste your time.